right. Hey guys, how's it going? Just getting started here. All right, sharing. And sharing. Group, not in a group. Gosh dang it. Share. Okay. There we go. Got it going. Hey, what's up, Craig? Oh, just trying to get this up and going. So I spent a little bit of time on this after the stream last Monday. And I spent enough time, or I didn't think it would, the time I spent on here would justify a whole stream. So it only took me like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so to fix, to make the changes on it. So this is where I ended up on her. Added some stuff to the hair. But yeah. You guys doing okay? Looks like just YouTube is rocking. Let me see if Twitch is working. If I'm missing anything on Twitch. Mute this. All right. Looks like we have Facebook going. Hello, Facebook. How you guys doing? Looks like Twitch is rolling. All right. So today I'm trying to figure out what I want to sculpt. I'm like last minute going, what do I want to sculpt? Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss a little bit. I was thinking about sculpting. Hey, what's up, T? Hey, Dan, how's it going? All right, cool. Well, it's good to see that it's working. So Twitch is working. Okay. All right, all right. So let me load up something here. Okay. So I had this sheet of characters from Mitch that I kind of liked. I'm going to show you guys. These guys. Do you like any of these? I thought that beaver was looking pretty cool. It's really simple. If you guys want to see how I break down just like a super basic character like this, or this duck is really nice. This fox I think is too close to the one from Zootopia. But I like this Seagull. He's pretty cool. You want me? Yeah, you like the birds? And the duck's pretty cool? Alright, alright. I think I might sculpt this, maybe this Seagull right here. Her hair does look like candy, for sure. Yeah, that beak's pretty fun, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is feedback I was doing earlier today for one of my students. This is kind of the before and the after. Sometimes I'll do some animated GIF reviews. And that's what that is. Let's see, let me just grab this. I just want to cut that bird out of that picture. So, okay. Twitch, reference. I'm going to grab this. Hey, everybody. Okay. I'm going to just lasso this guy out of here. Whoop. Yes, I'm using my mouse. Why? I don't know. Okay. All right. Cancel that. I want to squish this down. There we go. Adjust the levels. There we go. Just get rid of that weirdness on the back and then save it out. All right. And then we're back in business. Twitch, where are you? Reference. Okay, Mitch Turtle. I said turtle, didn't I? No, I didn't want to say turtle. Seagull. Why did I say turtle? Today's an off day. It's a Monday for sure, you guys. It's Monday. So it's Mitch Leeway is who that is. So let me pull open. Here, let's do a new scene. And I'm going to get rid of this and pull in a new one. Let's see. Let's go grab that seagull. Here we go. It's you, angry. Oh, funny. Okay. And grab this guy. Okay. Let's make a seagull. Why not? All right. Well, I'm going to say GIF because it starts with a G. Let's see. GIF, GIF. GIF is a peanut butter, isn't it? What's the subject? I'm just gonna model a seagull. It's not gonna be meant for in-game or anything like that. It'll just be like, you know, just like I do every week. I just sculpt a character. And so the subject is this seagull right here. A sketch of the dragon from Neverending Story. Oh, nice. I wasn't a huge fan of that design from Neverending Story because he looks like a dog, right? A dog dragon. So, a diver bomb bird. There you go. Okay, so let's make this guy. Where do I want to start? Usually just start with a head. I'm going to subdivide it once just to get a little more geometry. And make sure symmetry is on and spotlight projection is off. Okay. What did you mean, Farden? Exactly. With that. Like, what do you mean with that? Okay. The albatross. It does look like an albatross, doesn't he? I'll try to make up his body too, maybe, if we have time. I'll focus on the head, but if we have time, we'll do the body. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to kind of try and figure out where those eyes are. I think what I want to do with this guy, which is kind of fun, is use live Boolean to chop out his eye shapes. That'll be fun. Okay. Let's see. And I'm going to use this appendage to make his beak. Did you? Oh, funny. Okay. I got to be careful with this. Because I can easily make it look like something it's not. Okay, I'm gonna clip this off. Let's see. Come on, bend. There we go. There we go. Can we start from Sculptress Pro without Dynamesh? Sure, you can do what you want. yeah. I've told this story before, Quan. There was a time when I was demoing at CTN, and I was making a giraffe, and the giraffe had a neck and a big nose, and it didn't look like a giraffe for a while, and I was on a Macintosh, and so I didn't really know the keys very well, so I was struggling with the key combinations, and so everybody was watching me kind of sculpt a giant phallic thing on the screen above in front of a lot of people, and that was embarrassing. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I try to avoid that at all costs. I try to keep this rated PG at least. Thanks, Neil, by the way. Yeah, it was quite embarrassing. Nothing but giggles from the crowd, you know. Make this quicker. Okay, so now that we have this, I just want to separate it off. Hey, Robert, how's it going, man? I hate that. All right. YMFE. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but hello and welcome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. As I have an piece of ice in my mouth. Okay. So I actually want this beak to kind of curl around and become part of the bottom of the beak, and see if, because a lot of times when I make a beak like this, I'll make it in two parts. I'll make the top and I'll make the bottom. But the problem with that is where the cheek, where the smile is, where it has that kind of cheeky flesh, cheeky, that cheeky flesh. When I go to combine it and try to figure that out, I lose that. I want to make the Z-remesher loops kind of go around the edge of that face. So that's kind of what I want to focus on, and I'm going to Z-remesh this as it sits. Maybe at a 1. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. Smooth this down. Why do I prefer a Mac or PC? I don't really, Justin, either way. It just depends on what I have available, but I usually work on PC because I've always worked on PCs. Not always, but most of the time. And at the CTN conference, that's all they had was a Mac, so that's what I had to use. So I didn't really have a choice in the matter. I'm going to turn on topological and change it to 3. The face meat. Yep, the cheek meat. So I'm going to pull this out. And then I'm going to Z-remesh it. I'm going to get this cheek to kind of wrap around here before I Z-remesh it to try and get the flow to work. All right, I'll pull the interior of the mouth in. Hey, what's up, Sumerian? Do you ever have the problem with ZBrush not fitting on a certain size screen, or do you always use the same tablet? Sometimes, and when I do, it's usually when I'm working on a smaller Cintiq or like a Microsoft Surface or something like that that just has smaller real estate. What you can do is you try to increase the resolution of your screen as high as possible, as high as you can go. Then what you can do is go into Preferences here, and then go to Interface, And there's this button size. See this button size? The default is set to 48, and you can roll that down to, I can't remember, 38. Okay, but then you'll have to start ZBrush over again. You save it and start it over again, and then your buttons on your interface will be much smaller. Okay, I don't want to keep that, so I'm going to crank that back up. Okay. Hey, welcome, Ofori. How you doing? Okay, here we go. So let's Z-remesh this again. See what we get. And I want to see if I can get this, the Z-remesher to just completely wrap around this cheek here. Hey, what's up, Charlie? Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna try and push this cheek even more. Let's solo it. It's kind of fun to see it by itself. Reduce this. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the mesh to wrap around this edge here. Let's see if I can do it. It just doesn't want to do it. Let me try. I'm going to try and do a polygroup to see if I can get it, like kind of force it to do it. Because the new Z-remesher works really well with polygroups. So I'm going to put a polygroup right around this edge here. And then put it in its own group like this. And then hit Z-remesher, turn on keep groups, and see what that gives us. There we go. That's what I wanted. Look at that. I can smooth this out. That's all I wanted. All right. That's a keeper. Where did I start from? Dynamesh, and then no, I just started with a sphere, not Dynameshed. I really don't use Dynamesh that much anymore. Because I like to keep my meshes really, really low. So I will typically stay in the just low Z-remesh state for as long as possible. I'm just going to kind of close his mouth now. Shut your mouth. Thanks. Awesome baby Groot. Oh, are you talking about the one behind me? Or are you talking about my sculpt right now? Because if you're talking about this baby Groot, I want to show you. Look at this. This is one of my students sculpted for me. His name's Angel. He gave it to me during the ZBrush Summit. Super cool. All right, so let's turn on kind of that sphere and see how it's, there we go. Just gonna close that mouth up. Thanks, Dr. Z. I'll call you Dr. Z if that's okay. Hey, Erikaroga, how you doing? I'm going to try and get the flow happening in this. Oh, you did? Where'd you post it? Yeah, I totally ignored it. I'm like, pfft. All right, I'm going to turn on dynamic subdivisions. Okay, let's get this beak looking better. Looking more like the concept. Just using inflate. Oh yeah, that's cool. Very nice. Love those hands. Good job, man. If you guys haven't seen, this is what he's talking about. I gotta show it. Really cool. Nice. Nice, nice. Cool, man. Yeah, it looks great. Okay, I'm thinking his beak's too long. So let's make it shorter. And then we'll kick it up. Oops, I'm still on inflate. No matter. That's why it was being weird. Okay. The beauty of soft selection. Masking. Yep. Trying to get the suit on K. Oh, nice. Okay. If I miss... Sorry, chat's going crazy today. I love it that you guys have a whole bunch to say. If I miss your questions, I'm sorry. Try to get it back in there. Abdul, what did I miss a question from him? All right, let me know if I miss your questions. Okay, so let's see. I want to get this chin better. Down in there, and then kind of curving out better. There we go. Okay, dig it. Dig it, dig it. And then we'll probably edit the, you know, how the beak is attaching to the head here in a minute. I'm trying to decide if I want to do what's it called? Live Boolean for his eyes or not. I think I do. Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. We're just making a bird. Making a seagull. Okay, I'm gonna put his head up more like this. And then I think I'm gonna drag out the back of his head. Hey from Nigeria, hello, how are you? Welcome and thanks for joining. Appreciate it. It's a long ways away from me. Same with Ghana, Ofori. Okay. So what you been up to, Danny? Danny in the house. All right. Just trying to get his head shape in there. I think I might run this kind of cheek feather maybe all the way around the back of his head. I'm not sure. Do I know Ghana? I don't. I kind of know where it is, but I've never been. Trying to decide if I like this. Oh, thanks, Danny. It's getting there. I still have some shape issues, but I'll get there. I don't know if I like that. I think I'll put it back. Go roll back to there. I'll just have two little things sticking out like that, maybe. Okay. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Everybody, thanks for dropping by. Nigeria, same thing. I know where it is, but I've never been there. All right. Okay, let's try this. Looks like Gonzo now. I'm just going to turn on live Boolean. Turn this to subtractive. There we go. Oh, these two top feathers? They're attached, but I'll make them into separate pieces. A 10-hour flight from the US? Yeah, something like that. Change of plans. We're sculpting Gonzo. I've never tried to sculpt a Muppet before. That'd be fun. The thumbnail looked like something I would sculpt. Oh, did I finish it? Yeah, let me load it up. It's just a pose. It's a draw this in your style kind of a thing. But here I'll open it up. There you go. So Pernille, is that her name? Yeah, she did this. So I just, yeah, her eyes messed up if you look at it from any other angle than the one intended. So this is the render. What did I do? This is live Boolean. So live Boolean is right here. See this button up here, live Boolean? I'll turn it off. These are just spheres in space. So I put these spheres and I put them on their own subtool like this. I turn on live Boolean and then I switch this subtool to subtractive right here. So that's all it is. Yeah, Pernille Oram. I don't know if that's how you say her name. But I met her at CTN a couple years ago. She's super nice. Very, very good artist. Hey, Punchy Ninja. How's it going? Oh, thanks, Danny. Okay, so I'm just trying this out. Sometimes, do you ever do this, Danny, where you do your eye cavities with a live Boolean? Here, I'm going to turn this on so you can actually see what's happening. I'm going to move this to here and actually stretch this out. Oh, let me turn on local symmetry. There we go. I kind of want to make these longer in shape, so they go back in the head a little bit. I should sculpt Sean Connery. Okay. There we go. I think that's looking better. Feeling better? Okay, so now what do we want? What do we do with this? Well, I'm going to stick it in a folder. Let's see. Control F, head, and put the eyeballs in there with it. Whoops, come on. Stay in there. Okay. Now, what I can do now that I put it in a folder is I can perform a live Boolean to just this folder. I'm going to save it first. Let's do this. Mitch Albatross. I'm going to call it Albatross. Yeah, it's nice because I mean I could put the eyes in there now. I think I might actually. It might be fun. Get the eyes in there. But they're going to be, yeah, let's do it. Non-destructive. We're all about non-destructive, right? Oh, wow. I turn... what just happened? Oh, there it goes. Okay. That was weird. Display issue. Okay. And I think this is gray because I haven't filled the eye socket with color. I think if I were to grab these eyes here, grab this white, let's turn it gray, because I don't like 100% white. But then if I fill it, and then I go select the head itself and fill that, now it's not gray anymore. But I can't do anything about these super crisp edges until later, until after I've committed. Then I can go in here and you know, soften these up. But I'll still get a nice round eye cavity that I'm looking for. So let's... Okay. Where did they go? I think I drew it. Okay. I drew it as part of this. So they're in there. But I need to split to unmask points and then move them. Okay. Move them above. I don't want it to... There we go. Why is it only one? Man, sometimes... Okay, hold on. Trying to figure this out. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it split this into two. I think I must have hit split groups or split to parts or something. Anyway, I need to merge this down. So both of those eyes are in the same subtool. Now what I did here is, see how I hit this little arrow, this little start arrow? That means these two spheres that are acting as the eye sockets are only affecting what's above it, and they're not affecting the eyes themselves. If I turn this start arrow off, well, it should actually affect these and make them disappear. I don't know why it's not, but anyway, the start arrow, you want it there so it doesn't affect those eyes. And I can also pull them out of the folder itself if it will let me. There we go. And then it won't affect them either. It will only affect what's in that folder. That's another way to do it. So you can either use the start arrow or the folder to do it. Okay. A sloth. Oh, there are some good sloth designs out there. I would love to do that. Hey from Brazil, how's it going, Thunder? Let's see. Thanks for the quote, Neil. I always say that. Hey, what's up, Night Shadow? Can I select between different polygroups in a subtool in draw mode? I guess, like, what are you trying to do, Ricardo? Like, specifically. These eyes are bugging me out because he's bugged out. Let me fix that. Buggy eyes. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Let me make them bigger. Maybe not that big. Let's see. I'm mumbling. Sometimes when I focus, I start mumbling to myself. Whoop. Yeah, something like that. And I can do eyelids now if I wanted to. Why not? Adding a neck while you're not in Dynamesh or Sculptris Pro. I'll get there, Fardin. If that's how you say your name, Fardin? Fardin? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to duplicate these eyes. And then I'm going to clip the bottom off. Like that. Now he's all stoned or tired or something like that. Just raise them up a little bit. Okay. And at this point, it usually goes crazy. As far as like, I have to warp these eyelids around his eyeball to make him work in his eye socket. Hey, Shubham, how's it going? So for the model was made for a game, how do you rig the face? That you actually have to retopologize it, and I do that in a different program, typically. So I will redraw the geometry on the surface to make it animatable. Right now, this is just a high poly mesh, so I'm not too concerned about the topology. I'm just trying to get it to look good first, and then I'll worry about the functionality later. You just lost the last sardine. Last sardine. That reminds me of the Burbs. You guys seen the Burbs? They go to that crazy house and the dude offers them sardines. Sardine? I know, that's an old movie. It's on Netflix right now, I think. It's a good one. Tom Hanks. Oh, hey, sure. Hey, what's up, Violet? How's it going? Thank you so much. Do you keep those stylized eyes round, or are you going to deform them? I try and keep them as round as possible for as long as possible. Let's see, technical question. When I change a brush icon, how should I save the project so it loads with the new icons next time? When you change when you change one of these brushes down here, so basically what you do is you go up into the brush menu and you load your icon into, like you can select it right here and just save the brush as, and you save it in your presets. So I'll show you really quick where you save it. So if you're on a PC, and my drive's almost full, it's Program Files, Pixelogic, ZBrush, whatever your version is, then Z Startup, and then Brush Presets. So if you save your brushes in there, they will load up next time you start your ZBrush up. If you have to save, if you want to save your brush down in your user interface, then you have to save your user interface by going to Preferences, Config, Store Config right here. So if you do both of those things, it will your brush will stick around. The icon of the brush, because your brushes all look the same and you're too dyslexic for that? Oh, all of these? So I made these brushes so the profile looks like what it does. So like this one polishes, this one fills, this one is cloth and pinch and detail. That's why I'm getting too old. It's hard to see the little circles like this. So I wanted the icons bigger so I could just glance and see them, but I can see how they kind of look squarish, all of them, but yeah. Okay. Oh, the movie Storks. Oh, my friend Chris Wright worked on Storks. He made the main actress female for that film, I believe, and a bunch of the babies. I'm not sure if he made the storks or not. Okay, I'm going to duplicate these, the eyes again, and I'm going to do the lower lids. I'm just going to put just barely, just a little bit of a lower lid here. Okay. Yep, hotkeys, that's a good way to go too. I just don't, I constantly look at my keyboard if I have hotkeys, so I tend to not use hotkeys for some reason. The only hotkey I have set is to the back button of my pen to open up my menu. That's the way I like to work. I don't know, I'm kind of weird that way. A lot of people love hotkeys. ZBrush used to have a plugin that saved all brush settings on exit. I believe you can still grab that. There's also like a plug. I can't remember what the name of the plugin is, where you can save all your startup settings. Okay, I need to combine. I want to combine these things now because it's driving me crazy. Okay, but before I do, I want to move. I'm going to put this stuff in a folder because I want to move everything at once with the eyes. So the eyes, the eyelids, and the eyes and the eyelids I want to move together. So what I can do is I can put the eyes and both pairs of lids in a folder, and then I can hit this little gear and say transpose set. So what I'm going to do is just transpose all those together. I want to scale it up just a bit so I can push it into his head more, so it's not quite so bulbous. Even more. I'm gonna have to redo those lids because I want him to have bigger eyes. Okay, and then I need to turn off these pizza boxes to bring it back, and then grab these eyelids. Do I use the Z-spheres? No, I don't. I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of Z-spheres. Some people love them. I have two hotkeys. One for your menu, one to turn the topological stuff on and off. Ah, that works. I did. Please don't say any spoilers if you've seen it. I'm trying to keep my stream spoiler free. Yes, fantastic film. Fantastic. Took my boy to see it yesterday. Okay. He looks angry. It's crazy how eyelids can bring in emotion like brows. He's not angry. Oh man, okay, I gotta do this again. Transpose set, because now it's getting too close. Too close to that eyebrow top ridge. And I'm gonna grab these spheres and move them up. There we go. That's what's cool, how this is non-destructive, because I can really edit this stuff without destroying it. That's non-destructive. Hey. But that sharpness is killing me. I gotta fix it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna combine these two things, and I want to soften this whole thing out. It's driving me crazy. Evan, do I prefer to work as a freelancer in a studio? I like the studio atmosphere, honestly. I worked for Disney for 10 years and I loved it. I love the people. I love the atmosphere. I loved just kind of bouncing ideas off of people. When you're a freelancer and you're working kind of by yourself in your own home, it's nice because you get the freedom of it, but it's hard because the back and forth, getting feedback and stuff from your art director takes a long time, and in the US here, you don't get insurance or anything like that. So it just depends on how you like to work, if you like the freedom of it. One thing that's nice about freelancing is you're not stuck on the same project for years on end. You can kind of pick and choose your what you're working on. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to save this again. And I want to go to the gear and hit Boolean with dynamic subdivision. So I'm going to hit that, and it's going to make a brand new. It's going to make a brand new mesh and a new subtool. It's going to be combined like this. Okay, and then I can Z-remesh this. But first what I want to do is I'm going to try something out with polygroups. Let me turn on symmetry. Should still switch to Gonzo. I have not forgotten the nostrils. I just haven't gotten there yet. Okay, I'm going to put that in a polygroup and then hide it. And then I'm going to put a polygroup around the outside of here. Just to see what Z-remesher will give us if I do, and then maybe one more inside here. Whoops. Okay, come on. There we go. One more inside here. Okay. That looks like a fun little robot. Now we can Z-remesh with keep groups on. See what it gives us. I use a whole bunch of different software for retopology. Mainly Maya's Quad Draw recently, but yeah, I've used other software. I've used TopoGun, and I want to learn Blender for retopology, but I just haven't yet. Let's see, I'm going to try this one more time. See if I get it cleaner. There we go. Pretty clean. Okay, now what I can do is turn this off and then smooth this down. Get rid of that. There we go. I'm going to pull this back on the sides and then pull it up. Yeah, you can retopologize in anything you want, honestly. Honestly. Whatever you are comfortable with is true. The reason I like Quad Draw in Maya, because I also will assign materials and do my UVs in there as well. So I'm already there. I might as well just keep going with it, you know, which is nice. Okay, pulled this back too far. He's kind of got this little thing between his brows, this sharp. It gets so sluggish for me after a while with Quad Draw. It depends. You can topologize your model in parts. You don't have to do it all at once. So I wouldn't, yeah, don't force yourself to have your entire model in there all at once. Just gonna bring these cheeks out a little bit. Can't really see them in the drawing, but it helps if you have some cheeks in there. Okay, before I go any further, somebody was asking about what do you do when you get a neck on here? I want to do that right now. I still have my groups here. My question is, how can I mask a specific polygroup in the subtool? So basically, as long as you have your gizmo showing, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Gosh. Okay. As long as you have your gizmo showing, that's what I wanted to do, this guy, you can just hold down Control and you tap on a polygroup, and that will quote unquote select it, which means it will mask off everything except for that poly group. And you can just hold control and do that with any of these poly groups. So that's kind of how you select it inside of ZBrush. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to add a neck. Let's get my image back over here so I can look at it. Okay, add a neck to this guy using this insert appendage brush. Is it possible to transfer polypaint between subtools other than projectile? Not really. I mean, you can bake a texture and transfer it in with texture, but I probably wouldn't recommend that. Do we have... Oh, that's why. Okay. No? What is going on here? All right. For some reason, it was looking like I got it out of symmetry somehow. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. I hope, Ricardo, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Are you decimating first? Oh, are you talking about master job? Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing you can do is decimate your mesh, your original high resolution mesh, if you want to bring it into Maya, because Maya does not handle millions of polys very well. So you can decimate your model and then bring it in. The only problem with that is if you want to use any of your poly paint as reference when you bring it in, decimating your model will get rid of poly paint. So then you can't follow, like, say, paint lines that you've given yourself or anything like that. But there are other programs that will handle that much. Anyway, I don't like to talk about other programs too much since this is a Pixelogic live stream, but I will talk about some. Okay, I'm going to inflate this end so I can get it to flow into that head a little better. Oh yeah, decimation will keep your UV so you can bake your poly paint to textures. Yeah, that would work. That's true. When will ZRemesher be the standard for retopologizing? I don't know if it ever will, because it's an automated thing. It's not done by hand, so it's kind of yeah. With doing retopology by hand, it's necessary because you need to set it up to deform well, and you can't really do that with automation. Yet, anyway. I don't know if they ever will, but we'll see. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to stitch these together. And you can do that with this, under the gizmo, there's this thing called Remesh by Union. And that just stitches these two together. So somebody was going to ask me how do you combine these things together? You just use stitch like that. Then you just say OK, accept, and I want to make another poly group around the bottom of this. Whoops. Well, might as well clip it. We can clip it. There. Too fast. Yeah, stitch by, gosh dang it. I always forget to turn off symmetry though. Or turn back on symmetry. Gets me every time. Okay. I'm just going to make it not just a... I'll just do a bust with this guy because we have about an hour left. I don't know how much longer we're going to have. Thanks, Neil. A little too late, but that's all right. Okay, so now that we have this, we can just Z-remesh it again while keeping groups. But like I said, I want to put this bottom into its own group just so I can have it. Actually, I can do it like this. Put that into its own group because I just want to make a ring and let the ring stay. Auto group, we'll put these in different islands. Okay, so now let's Z-remesh. There we go. See how it kept it down here? It does the smoothing while keeping groups will do stuff like this. So you can just come back in here and smooth that back out. No big deal. Okay, so now we have our head attached to our body. No big deal. Turn on dynamic subdivision, smooth all this out. Yay. Okay, I want to raise the back of his head so it's kind of got a slant to it. Fardin, yes. Yes, this is how I model all of my characters. And I teach an online course if you're interested. It's called the 3D Character Workshop, which is this logo above my head. And I give away these brushes for free. You can go check it out over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. And this interface and my ruler. And we just barely hit 1,000 students in there. Pretty dang crazy. Okay. Thanks, Turbo. Okay, so I'm gonna give him this little chin thing. Whoops. Gotta be on this one. And then one more. There we go. Oh, thanks so much. Hey, what's up, Overton? How you doing, man? All right, I want to pull this beak out and get it to come down here more and get kind of pointy. I love the expression on this guy's face. Yeah, this is a Mitch layaway concept, and Mitch helps out a lot inside of the 3D Character Workshop. He has made a lot of the reference images inside of there, and I'm currently doing a stylized anatomy course. And if you check out Mitch's that link that Neil just posted, there's a lot of stylized anatomy images that Mitch has done there. Really cool stuff. All right, I want to pull down this beak more. Oh, this makes me laugh. Oh, thanks, Michael. Jeez. I appreciate it, you guys. I'm going to keep you guys around. Just follow me around. I need to put more testimonials up. I've been slacking. Okay. Oh, thanks, Overton. I want to make him kind of smiling, not so frowny. And then maybe there's something bugging about the shape of this head. Trying to figure out what it is. Birds are hard. Not really birds, but any characters that have kind of that cheek fluff or something coming off the side, because it looks good in a 2D silhouette, but then what do you do with it in the round, like on the other side, right? I keep thinking you're gonna do those animal heads you did for ZBrush Core. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen those, that was crazy. That was crazy to do all of those animals. It was kind of fun. It was fun, not kind of fun. It was fun. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, here I'll show you. YouTube, Shane ZBrush Core. I guess. There we go. So this one right here. So where is it? Yeah, all these characters right here. I made these with ZBrush Core. A lot of fun. Anyway. Yeah, this character is a lot like those, right? How did I make the eyelids? They're just half spheres that have been pushed around. And I think I want to get rid of these lower ones. I need to push them in more. Or maybe even make them disappear. I'm not a huge fan of lower eyelids. They always just make the character unappealing for some reason. We'll just bring it back in with, maybe with the pinch brush, like this. Is that working? Maybe it's because it's so low. There we go. Sometimes I like to just put a little ridge here, and you don't actually see the lower, like there's none of this. Whoops. Happening, because then they just look old and tired. Okay, I think I want to, I think his eyes are too close. Maybe that's part of it. It's way too close. Now his eyelids are back. Let's get rid of these and then fix these upper ones. Do you ever have ZBrush totally lose your custom menus? Yes. So when you hit that, when you do that, you just go to Preferences, Config, Restore Custom UI, and that will bring it back. Like sometimes your menu won't work or something like that. Just hit Restore Custom UI and it should bring it back without having to reset. Is this a Wacom Pro 24? This is a 27 from a couple years ago. There we go. That's looking better, I think. Bring his lower eyelids back. I'm going to smooth those down. Oh, Overton, you asked that question. I don't know what you mean by pan mode, I guess. Like you're just stuck like this? Like you can't rotate it or anything like that? Like this? Dan, it didn't work for you? That is weird. You might want to send Pixelogic a support ticket on that. I don't know. Same with you, Overton. I've never gotten stuck in pan mode. That's really bizarre. I've not seen that. let's see. I'm trying to think of why you would get stuck in pan mode. Unless, because the only thing that makes pan mode happen is if your Alt key is being held down. So make sure your Alt key isn't getting stuck somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it would be. That's weird. Come on. Okay. I'm going to do something really fast. Yeah, Dan, same thing. Yeah, it might be a driver issue. I'm not sure. That's really... You guys are having interesting problems. Okay, so I'm just going to check my character here to see how off it is. I'm thinking it's way off today. What's up with this perspective? This model's whacked. It's deep in the valley of the suck, for sure. Oh my goodness. Why did it do that? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate to get this figured out. They want it going forward. Yeah. Let's see. I've gotten stuck in masking mode too, but I find it still has the Alt key or Control toggled on even though you're not pressing it. That's weird. You guys are having all the problems. The way I get out, suppress, make a new mask, zoom in mode, usually fix the problem. Huh. Yeah. YMFE. I don't know how to say your names. Yes. So they're coming. They're coming. As far as like the hand one is the first one. So I will be covering all the rest of everything as far as that goes. ZBrush Core is good for beginners. Yes. Is it better to work directly in ZBrush? If you can get ZBrush, I recommend ZBrush. They have subscription models now, so it makes it more easily affordable, if that's the way to say it, something like that. My gosh, this is driving me crazy. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Something's up. I don't know what it is. Okay, boom. think it's the fact he's missing his cheeks. Gotta have some cheeks in there. Okay, that's helping. Let's see. I just remade all my icons and saving over the brush helped. Oh, cool. Yep. Okay, let's bring this back. Oh, Naomi. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Naomi. Sorry. Otherwise, I'm just like, okay, YMFE. If I can remember, that will work. Okay, now let's get him a chin. And Naomi, did you see the hand stuff? Did you watch that yet? Okay. I think that is what he needed, was his cheeks. Albatross cheeks. And let's give him some eyebrows. All right. And I think I might, since I forgot to combine the eyelids inside with his head, I'm not going to Z-remesh it again. So what I want to do is I'm going to try and make this mesh do my bidding a little bit. And just try and reshape this green to become his eyelids. I'm just going to get this to kind of match up. Mask this off. Whoops, other way. And just kind of pull it out. Whoops. Probably going to be a mistake, but I'm going to try it. What in the world? What happened there? Okay, mask. Do your job. Hey Ash, how's it going? Just when I'm struggling with something. Oh my goodness. How's it going? Just trying to figure out why this guy looks so derpy. Besides the fact that he's a derpy albatross. Always struggling, always. If you're not struggling, you're doing something wrong, right? So this is what I'm trying to make. Another concept by Mitch. I think I want to make the tip of his beak bigger. There we go. All right. Man, this one's been stuck in the valley for a while. The valley of the suck. Pinch your eyelids, mister. We can go along this front edge. And I think his mouth, since his mouth's being pulled down like this, it's giving him this expression like he's doing, I don't know what he's doing. Gotta fix it, that's what. Forwarding mail to the valley. I think, gosh. So, Ashley, has your Twitch chat, your Restream chat, has it failed? Or does it struggle? Like, have you been using that? The new one? I need to uninstall it and reload it or something, because it keeps freezing. I think it just froze. It freezes about an hour in. You live. Oh, I just saw your comment over on Twitch. All right. Well, again, what I can do is restart the chat. And when I restart chat, it loses the connection with my Restream is awful recently. It keeps cutting out and then it won't refresh. Just now, it just did it. So then I have to go all manual and stick it in, on my screen and hide it like this. All right. Well, hopefully it'll start again. Oh, it's in front of my name. There we go. Okay. Good luck with that. Sorry. So you guys, Ashley's another streamer on here, and she's fantastic. Go check her out on Wednesdays. Hopefully she recovers from the poop emergency. Okay. I'm just fine-tuning little bits here and there. Just looking for ways to make it better, hopefully. Okay. I'm liking the slant of this head. Gotta get rid of the warbles. Let's give him some eyebrows. That'll help. And maybe some irises. And what else? The feathers, the little feathers on the top of his head. Little feathers. Yeah, his eyes are very spherical. Should probably pull him down. They're pretty close. Maybe I'll stretch him up and down just a little bit. And then squish him just a little bit like this. We're gonna cheat on this guy. Cheat. And his eyelids aren't that big, aren't that tall. It's always just back and forth, trying to figure it out. Like I was telling my students, it's kind of like trying to unlock a safe. You just keep turning it until you hear. All right. I'm going to give him some eyebrows. Okay, so to give him eyebrows, all you got to do is grab this topology brush and just draw right on the surface. A couple times. Maybe. It's probably going to be too thick, but we'll fix it in a minute. Okay. Then split it off. All right. I'm going to fill these with like a dark grayish, which I haven't filled his head with anything. So let's go like a yellow, like a whitish yellow with that. And with his beak, let's do kind of a like a yellow orange maybe. No, more saturated. Maybe something like that. Then I'm going to add some, because I want to make this color right here on the front of his beak. Let me look and see if I have enough geometry. I think I do, actually. I'm just going to mask that off right there. And then do the tip of his beak like a darker orange, more saturated. Something like that. Okay, then for his nostrils, I can just grab the ZModeler brush and just grab polygroup and just make, let me see, about right here. And then we'll just extrude, polygroup all, push those in like that. And just kind of reshape these to have kind of a taper. Then I can probably extrude it down in further so it's darker. So I'll just grab the ZModeler again and do it again. Push them down further in there. Just smooth it out. Okay, something like that. Edge flow, so nice. That, yeah, thanks. That comes from ZRemesher. Just Z-remeshing this. If you watch this back, you can see what I did. ZBrush, Pixelogic will usually post these. Well, they do post these. If you go to search ZBrush Live. ZBrush Live. Then you can go to this first page right here and go to, you can see everybody's past streams, and you can also watch streaming here. But you can see this here. And if you go to presenters, I'm right here. There's Ashley. She was just here. You can click on past broadcast and schedule. And then you can see all of my past streams right here. This is where you can watch them back. So, yep, this is my, what is this? Like 80 something episode? I'm not sure. This is 87. So I think 87? Yeah. Crazy. I've been doing it a long time. And thanks, guys, for watching them. I appreciate it. Sometimes I wonder if anybody watches these things. A little too much. '88 episodes. Yep. I don't know if this one's 87 or if this is 88. Is this 88? 88. We're going to have to celebrate on the 100th, right? Throw a party. I'll have to find something to give away. I don't know. Syndication territory. Right, hey, what's up, Blans? Haven't seen you forever. Pull out those cheeks a little more. Bring this in. Okay, let's get him some irises on here. Can I please quickly show an easy way to make the eyelids? I just did earlier in this episode, so if you want to watch this episode back, all I do is just take a sphere and clip it with the clip brush. And then just kind of stick it in there. But it's not animation ready. And then you can also see how I made these. I actually deleted the other ones because they weren't attached, so I decided, since I forgot, I decided to go in here and just like pull the eyelids out just manually with the move brush. A hat giveaway. Oh, nice. I think we lost our YouTube and Facebook chat. So I'm sorry, you guys. We lost you if you're watching over there on YouTube or Facebook. If you want, come to Pixelogic over on the Twitch channel. And if you want to ask questions and stuff like that, come hang out on the Twitch channel. It seems like we lost Facebook, darn it. Sorry about that. And YouTube. Whoops, I don't want to inflate those eyebrows. Make them smaller. So if you're trying to comment over on Facebook, I'm not going to be able... Oh, here you go. Charlie, it worked. I'm on Facebook. Okay. It's still working. How about YouTube? Is YouTube working? Anybody over on YouTube? Give us a shout. I want to make this bigger. I just want to exaggerate it, and the top of this beak too. Give it more thickness. Test. Hey, Neil, it worked. I guess people are just being quiet over there. That's okay. All right. Yep. Test. Awesome. Yeah. Twitch. The reason I like Twitch, as far as the chat goes, is it's almost instant. It's like maybe a 5 or 10 second delay, whereas YouTube and Facebook's like a 30-second delay. No lag. Right. Okay. Let's shrink down this neck. Make this better. Okay, let's give him some eyes. Where are we at? 1:30? 1:30 my time. Okay. Let's do some spheres. Or some irises. Now for this, I think I want to, let's insert a sphere 3D and pull it out of this folder. It's like a big giant sphere with a little beak on the front. That's pretty funny. Yep, and links work, right, Neo? Links work. Okay, so with this, I'm going to replace it actually with another sphere. So if you turn on your gizmo, you hit your gear and go to sphere 3D, you get this. Pull this out. Okay, I want a sphere with a pole. Maybe, let's see, that'll work actually. Okay, except, just go back to Gizmo 3D and, whoops. Delete hidden. The overweight wild animals, those are hilarious. I love those. Okay, let's slide some things around. Slide edge loop complete. And then I think I'm just going to keep that like that. Let's do an insert. I'm just putting these edge loops on here to hold the poly paint. That's all. Let's get this closer. Overweight wild animals. It's I can't remember the name of them. It's like Call of the Wild or something. It's hilarious. They're just animations you can find on YouTube. Shrink that down a little bit. Okay, let's get this on. Do you need to weld the pole? Not for what I'm doing. No. I mean, I could, but not needed really. I do want to make it taller. Okay. Let's weld this. You found it. Now everybody's gonna go watch that. Because that's way more entertaining than me. Alright. I should try and make a fat animal sometime. That'd be fun. Alright. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know why I did. That's why you have two monitors. There you go. I'm a fat animal. Me too. Me too. All right, I'm going to get rid of some of these edges. Because I don't know why I put these in there. Okay, I just needed these for the pupils. And then maybe I'll insert some more just to give us some more color across here. Okay. There we go. I'm going to give him blue eyes just for funsies. Like maybe light blue, something like that. All right. then we're just going to fake the shadows on the iris so it looks like it's going down into the eye, but it's not. Did you extract or duplicate faces for the pupils? Oh, you missed it? Nope, I just grabbed a sphere that had a pole on it and I just stuck it on there. Nothing crazy special. I'm gonna go a little higher on the teal side of things and just kind of brighten that up right there. Oh, I know, Neil. I just haven't. I'm too lazy to go get it. I need to go get it. Okay. So now I'm going to put these in poly groups here. I'm going to crease the outside. Let's see. Crease. Crease. There we go. Then use this select lasso. Turn this off for a second. Hide this. I just want to put this in its own group. So then I can select these pupils and make them dark. See, I can just mask it like this now and fill it with like a dark blue. Let me go back to this. Something like that. And then let's see what happens if I fill it with the toy material, toy plastic. Yeah, I kind of get it stretches a little bit, but I kind of get the. I actually like what it's doing to this beak right here. That's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this with M. Okay, and then change it back to Skin Shade 4. Now it's got a little bit of a highlight on there. But it's not the smoothest because this is not a smooth sphere. So it gets, since I put those extra edge loops in there, it kind of gets caught up in there. That's okay, whatever. What does the M do? The M fills it with a material instead of a color. So basically it's like filling it with gloss is what that did. And I think I want to do it to this beak too. So basically you switch over to like the toy plastic material like this. And then you can hit fill object and then go back to Skin Shade 4 and it will put the rest in Skin Shade 4. I don't know if I like that or not, but it's like a wet beak. Oh man. All right. That's too silly. I kind of want to see what it looks like with the cartoon shader, the new cartoon, the NPR cartoon shader. So let me save this. And then I want to, we're going to open up the NPR and go double click this cartoon rendered bottom left one. Say no to the save changes. Here we go. Then let me get the intensity turned up on this guy. There we go. Okay, so now I can bring him in here and turn off the floor. There we go. And then see how dark these shadows are underneath here? In my custom menu, I have this object shadow. I'm just going to turn that down, like way down. So anywhere this material is, it's not getting affected by this. So I'm going to fill this back up. I keep making what cringe laughs? Like when this gets cringy or something? Okay, let's see. I didn't mean to do that. I want to fill this. So how you reset a material is you change it to flat color, and then you fill it like that. So I'm going to leave the eyes filled with this color, and then I'm going to select these eyes here, and then so when I filled it with that flat color, it got rid of the toy material that I filled in there before. And I'm going to try a different eye material on his eyes. I'm going to go over to like this zebra eye reflection. Let's see, maybe this first one. And fill that. Let's see. There we go. Fill it with that. And then switch back to Skin Shade 5. Like this. There we go. Okay, anyway, pretty fun. So I'm going to subdivide this for real so I can get rid of these, see all these like pixelated chunky shadows. I'm going to hit apply and then subdivide it up a couple more times, and then it will actually get rid of those. And then grab the eye and do the same just to clean that up, and then the head, do the same. It'll clean up those shadows. And then I want to, I want to make the feathers. Let's make the feathers. And I want to see the warbly right here, these warbles. I want to get rid of these. So let's see if I can just smooth them out. There we go. A little smoother. There's still some back there. All right. Yeah, the eye reflection, you could see the edge loops. What do you do? All right, Dan, take care, man. Okay, let's put those feathers in there. What I want to do with the feathers is I'm just going to draw them. I'm going to draw one down here on the neck and then move it up into place. Let's do that. Why not? Is there a reset button for lights? No, not really. It's just kind of, you have to reload ZBrush again if that's what you want to do. But this is a project that brings in the cartoon shader. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this head so I can get rid of the lower subdivision levels. Delete lower, delete higher. Now I can draw on the surface. And I'm going to keep symmetry on because I want two feathers, so it's going to draw one on each side of the neck. Turn perspective off. I don't want its perspective on. Okay. I'm going to turn my draw size down to 1. Whoops. There we go. Delete hidden. Okay, now you can't see them, but they're in there. Okay, let me get them out of the neck. There they are. Okay, now we have this. What I'm going to do is shape it. And I want to put a poly loop down the center. So I'll just use insert right there like that. Grab move and just kind of shape it like so. I don't know why I drew some of these lines crooked. Okay. Now what I can do is put them into place. I'm going to turn on double-sided so I can see both sides here. Yeah, it's the old way, kind of. Except for you're drawing on a surface. Okay, now I'm going to put them into different polygroups like this, turn off symmetry so I can edit them one at a time. And I'm going to bend them, and how I do that is I'm going to switch back to the old transpose line like this. And then as long as I'm on move, what I can do is hold down Alt and bend it like this. But I want to move this down here. And then invert the mask. And bend it again, bend this one, and stretch it. And rotate it. Yep, the old bending trick. Hey, Pa, show us the old bending trick. Yeah, a long time ago. I still use it. I still use it to this day. Okay, I just turned on dynamic subdivisions. That's why it got smooth. And then we can go in there and edit it a little bit. Just to shape them a little bit more. Make this one thinner. Whoops, turn on topological so I don't touch the other one. Okay. Cool trick, bro. All right, let's fill these with the same color as the skin, and then I'm going to add some thickness to them and then subdivide them. Okay. Extrude polygroup all, but I want to extrude both of them out at the same time. Let's do that. Then I want to clear the creasing. I don't want creasing on there because I want them kind of smooth. And snake hook is good for adjusting these guys. Like if I want to put a little more of a bend in there. Okay, now I want to adjust these, well, I want to add some more subdivision levels to those feathers so the shadows are cleaner. Then I want to bring his eyelids down to give him more of a personality. Without having his eyes poke through. I might paint a little bit of eyelashes on the edges of his eyelids here. They're pretty thick. Okay. So I want to take the pinch brush and just kind of run it along underneath the bottoms of his eyes just to see if I can get a hint of a lower eyelid. And it's kind of hard to see with this Skin Shade 5 on here, so I'm going to switch back over to Skin Shade 4 and just run a pinch brush right along the bottom here. No, is that good? The thing is, when I go back to Skin Shade 4, it still has that really hard edge shadow. So I have to turn that shadow off so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay. His eyeball sticking through right here. Now I'm going to grab this color, but go lighter with it. And just paint in a very light upper eyelid or eyelash. I got to turn him all weird so I can get a good arc on it. Let's see. Oh, come on. Why are you not painting? Oh, because I'm on material. That would help. Okay, but that means I need to fill it with... So if you ever are messing with materials and you find that you've accidentally painted with material like this, see, I can paint. All you need to do is just switch over to flat color and hit fill object, and that will clear all of your material out. And then switch back to skin shade and then back to RGB. Now it can paint. You can paint on the surface. So I think I want to subdivide one more time. Oh, it was already subdivided. Let me just go up. Okay, it did it again. It had paint on a different different layer, so I got to go back and fill it with paint again. Fill it with flat again. Okay, there we go. So let's go back to skin shade and then make sure this is at the highest subdivision level. Okay, we're at 6. You're an M again. Oh gosh. Thank you. Gets me every time. Seriously. Especially when I'm streaming. I'm just like, my mind is all over the place. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Now we're good. That only took a little while. Okay. Not the best. I'm going to turn on lazy mouse just to get it cleaner. Okay, that's better. Now we can come back in here with move and just adjust it a little bit. Maybe. Come on. Oh, topological's on. When you, after you subdivide, you don't want to have topological on anymore. It'll really slow down your machine. Yes. It is. This hard paint and soft paint, these are both my brushes. Just going to inflate this. There we go. What do you allocate more memory for ZBrush? I can't divide. Well, how high? What's your subdivision level? If you look at active points right here and total points, see how this is up to 11 million? That you shouldn't have anything higher than, say, I don't know, like 20 million, 30. Yeah, 30 is getting really high. This is probably too high. Especially for a character of this size. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need this upper level. So I'm going to delete higher right here. Which option do you adjust to make the string longer? Right here, this... let me go back to paint. It's this lazy radius right here. So that essentially makes that red line longer, the higher you... So if I crank this up to like 100, you can see how long that line is before it starts to drag. Just right there. Anyway, the memory, I believe, is under... I'm trying to remember. Memory use, maps. It's under preferences somewhere. I don't mess with it too much. Is it under performance? Gosh. Performance. There we go. You can set your max threads. Those are your CPU threads. Yeah, you can play with some of this stuff. Is there a mem? Mem? Right there. Compact memory. There you go. So right here. So So you can mess with this stuff under memory. I haven't messed with it much, so I don't dare touch any of those things. All right, you guys. Seagull, Albatross, whatever you want to call him. How much system memory do I have? I think I have 64 megs, but I have a lot of GPU memory, which is graphic card memory. I have, what is it? 2 GeForce 1080s. Is that what they're called? 1080s? So total ridiculous. You don't need that stuff. I just asked somebody what I should build, and that's what I ended up with. Because I play games too. I just have it because it's cool. That's correct. That is correct. Gotta get this warble out of this eyelid. Okay. 32 gigs of RAM, 980 Ti, cool. Hey, what's up, Pete? Good, man. I'm about to wrap it up. I'm just doing the final little touches on this dude, and I think we're gonna be good. I'm gonna pull up his neck a little bit. Oh yeah, BPR, okay. But I need to turn off I need to turn off the one that makes the lines go crazy. Gosh dang, that's driving me crazy. This cartoon shader, it really shows the flaws in your surfaces. Like underneath this eye, see that little bump right there? It's driving me crazy. Fix it. Anyway, so it's a good indicator to show you how your model sucks. Okay, so let's render this guy out. What is the next time you're streaming? I stream for my students on Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm going to be streaming on this channel again next Monday, same time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific time, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to turn off, I'm going to go to Filters, under Render, Filters, and turn off this second filter because it is Displace, and I don't want to displace the lines. Okay, and then I'll hit, so I turn on Perspective, then I will turn on, I'll render it out with BPR. Okay, these shadows are a little too heavy for me. Gonzo next. Are you planning on another epic? I don't know, Afori. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I like these one-time little cartoon guys. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna do another long one or not. Those ones, they're kind of exhaustive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Because I'm currently doing one for my students. It's Sirloin. This character named Sirloin. Do you guys want to see him? I can show him to you. But he's going to be all cartoon shaded when I bring him in here. That'll be interesting. So I'm making this guy. Let me change over to Skin Shade 4. Let me hide his sword. There you go. So yeah, this dude is we're kind of going through him. I'm about to retopologize him, and we're gonna take him into Substance and surface him up. So this was, yeah, this is my latest epic guy that I'm working on. So I'm going to make him into 3D print and a game character. So if you guys are interested in checking this out and following along and asking questions, feel free to join the 3D character workshop. And I am building this guy every single Wednesday, 2 hours at a time, just kind of like this this live stream here. But anyway, thanks guys. Hey, what's up, Sean? What a sheath. Okay, so anyway, back to this bird. We'll finish him up. I'm going to render him out. I need to change render shadows. BPR shadows down to global shadow strength. Way low. Let's render him again and see if that's still... Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's better. Not too bad. How much time? Well, let's see. Yes, I'm going to retopo him to be animated. Yep. So I don't know how many episodes. I think, what are we at? 14? So times 2, 28. 28 hours, but that's live streaming. 28 hours live streaming. So, okay, here we go. Let's render this again. Thanks, Overton. Okay. There we go. I think we're gonna be, man, I keep seeing stuff. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Because now I want to move the back of his head in. Like, let's see. And his eyes, I want to mess with him. I want to fix him. It's so hard not to leave stuff alone. His beak could be clear out here. Thanks, Jan. Oh, come on. It's easier to move him in. There you go. To turn down the subdivision levels, then you can make some bigger movements. And I kind of want to make his eyes like more cross-eyed. I'm going to do that really fast. Let's see. No. Okay. Turning perspective off. I'm just going to rotate his eyes in a little bit. There we go. That's better. Just a little bit. It's weird because typically irises go out like this, but sometimes they look better when they're kind of a little more cross-eyed. Looks like I messed with his eyelid. Okay. Let's put him in perspective and render him out one more time for the kids. One second. I know it never ends. It never ends. Stop messing with it. He's good. He's good enough. He can always be better. Give him a long neck. All right. Let's render not. Thank you, Black Traveler. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It's always fun. 2 hours of streaming. Crazy, right? That you can get something like this done in 2 hours. And I still have a long ways to go, I feel, but he's all right. He was pretty close. Yeah, I have a for you. I need to do more. I need to model some more. I've done a few in the past. But I'll take your request into consideration. Maybe I'll find one for next week. Yeah, I love modeling all sorts of cultures. So the word is sufficient. Mediocre. Amazingly mediocre. So yeah, and I hope you guys learned something. It's always fun. And like I said, if you want my brushes, or this user interface, feel free to check it out over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. They're just right on the front page there. And there's instructions on how to use them and how to install them after you've signed up. And if you're interested in joining us in the 3D Character Workshop, it's open right now as well. There's a presentation you can go check out. And it tells you all about the workshop, and be happy to have you in there. We're going to be starting a new character or a student character challenge on May 1st, which is very, very soon. So if you want to get in on that, feel free to join. It's going to be fun. Anyway, thanks everybody. Have a good one. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you next Monday. All right. Cheers. Take care. We'll see you.